Hello, good morning. Today I've got a very, very important message. It's not related to Tai Chi directly. It's not related to anything but Lyme's disease. Lyme's disease is a pretty nasty bacteria, caused by a pretty nasty bacteria, which can cause almost anything in the body. Heart problems, mental problems, kidney problems, joint muscle problems, all things which can be caused by it. And it's very, very often overlooked. A student of mine was put into the psychiatric hospital because she had Lyme's, and they thought she was just a bit crazy because they couldn't find any reason for her pain. The test that they're doing for Lyme's is a disease, okay, which is carried by ticks. In America, it's prevalent and it's endemic within the deer ticks. The virus is a family of the syphylis family, and it's tested, as far as I know, and I'd be very interested to know if this has changed, by the Western blot technique, which is 60% effective in actually finding the pointers for the disease, which means even if you test negative, you might have the disease. So if you've been bitten by a tick and you start displaying any of the following symptoms, you should perhaps consider a form of treatment. You might not want to move, joint and muscle pain, your glands go up. If you get like a flu-like syndrome, symptoms a few days after being bitten by a tick, then that's also an indication. The classical indication is on the tick bite there's a big red round swelling. That is a bad sign. You need to go immediately to the doctor to get it. Even if you haven't had that, 10% of the people who get Lyme's do not have any of this, what's called a bullseye swelling on their leg. You still shouldn't rule it out if you've had a tick bite. Okay. The kidneys can be affected. So if the kidneys are being affected, you may be having pain when you're passing water. It could be too much urine, it could be too little urine, water retention, loss of appetite, depression. There was one woman whose son had it, who was hallucinating vividly. It had gone to his brain. Lameness, pain, a massive pain. One of my students has got massive pain. She can't hold anything. She can hardly stand if it comes on. And it comes on, it's like an attack. And she's had it like 8 years ago. She got bitten by a tick 8 years ago. And only by talking to her did I say, I really, really think you've got Lyme's. Because, if only 60% of the tests prove it, and she's been treated for Lyme before, but they can't find the indicators anymore. Okay, what can you do to prevent it? Well, there is only one prevention. Don't get bitten by a tick. I'll throw it back to another symptom. It's very much like multiple sclerosis. You can suddenly get an optic neuritis, which is an inflammation of the C nerve, the optic nerve, and you could become blind from it, which is obviously pretty terrible. What can you do? There are a number of things you can do. Dogs get front-lined, which is an insecticide. It is a powerful insecticide. We don't give it to people. If you've done your dog with frontline, obviously you've got to keep it away from the kids and everything. But anything you can do to stop this terrible disease is good. By the way, dogs, cats, sheep, deer, zebras, whatever can be bitten by a tick can get Lymes. So if you're seeing any of these symptoms in any of your animals and it was bitten by a tick, because you wouldn't have seen the red rash because of the fur, please consider treating your animal for Lymes. Okay, natural preventions. Garlic in the food. One of the natural preventions is eucalyptus oil, 10 drops with an ounce of sunflower oil, mixed together, wrap it round like a bandana for your dog and hang it round its neck. It will, according to my information, it will help. Your dog might smell bad, but it will apparently stop ticks going on it, and it's certainly a lot cheaper than Frontline or something like that, or equivalent products. I'm actually involved in selling a product which is a dog tag, which has been special. It's like homeopathy. It's like an energetic medicine. This isn't a medicine. Homeopathy is an energetic medicine. This causes a magnetic field around the dog, based on Lenz's law, which was done which was tested in scientific research to be 97% effective. There's no chemical. I personally wear one because I can go out there and get bitten by a tick just as easily as any dog if I'm walking through long grass or in the woods. And in fact, I have been bitten by a tick. And I've been very shocked that 3 of my friends have got Lymes. And in many places, this is endemic. Okay, something you can do to treat Lymes. Prevention is better than cure, obviously. I've been very lucky not to get it, as far as I know. Prevention is better than cure, but there is a homeopathic remedy which has been recommended by some experts in that area. That is ledum, 1M. It's not lead. Sorry if I've said before it's lead. It's not. It's ledum. And I was thinking, oh, that's lead, isn't it? But it's not. You want it in the potency 1M. If you've got it in a different potency, take it, try it, see if it makes a difference. It's certainly the one to use. I would say, yeah, that's my main information up till there. Hope this helps. Don't get fobbed off. If you're worried about Lymes in your dog, in your cat, in yourself, if you want to go the conventional treatment path, you can try that. It is high dosage amoxicillin and very powerful penicillins and antibiotics over a longer period of time. And there is, I would even say, well, based on what you might get from it, which is, I would say, is something comparable to MS, and people do get misdiagnosed as MS. It's called the great imitator Lymes. It can turn up this chronic fatigue syndrome. I wonder how many people of that, syndrome have actually got Lymes, because it totally fits in with that profile. Okay, hope that's helped. Leave me a feedback. Pass this information on to your friends, especially if they live in areas where they could be running around running around in long grass. The other thing is where to buy your homeopathy. I would recommend Ainsworth's, which is the Queen's homeopath. Where to buy the dog tag on noticsorfleas.co.uk. That's the website that I'm supporting and running with 2 friends. Yeah, and as I say, put one on your dog, and if you put one around yourself, can't accept any responsibility, but it probably worked just as well. All right then, cheers, bye.